It's the second day of the year, and I'm not tired at all. I could do what I want whenever I want, but today I think now's about the time I actually talk about an episode of conflict in my life, something my target demographic can relate to, because I'm totally not running out of video ideas. So in school, I didn't care, because the teachers didn't, okay? That's on them. Every class was for talking, but for me, every class was for sleeping. I'd sleep from bell to bell, and someone was usually there to wake me up. I had insomnia since elementary, so nothing after that was different. And obviously I didn't try it all because I knew our school would just steal worksheets from other, better, whiter schools, so I just search up the questions and copy the work and answers from the district over, and then I distribute the answers to everyone else. And then the last menace to finish copying turns everyone's papers to the teacher who wasn't paying attention ever, and in the end, they didn't even grade them right, so why even bother? If you need instant street cred with minimal effort, that's how you get it. Because at least in return, I didn't get jumped in the parking lot. Listen, here is that violence solves a lot. So I'd like to thank my peers for helping me trade social anxiety for the constant fear of looming death, which sounds awesome and so much more justifiable knowing that anyone can get stabbed at any minute. The main one I slept in was Algebra 2, and I want to point out that when you're in the top 5% of your graduating class, you tend to get put into the same classes together often, like this one, so at least not every class was populated by busted Pillsbury cans and anxious skeletons. In the period right before lunch where I'd go to the library to play OS, it was one of many classes where we could take out our assignments, make paper boats, and have a regatta. We'd make peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and students would legitimately leave their classes to go to ours because the door was wide open and the teacher wasn't there half the time. I remember in chemistry, we didn't have a final, we had a party, and the teacher passed out fake exams, waited until the school officials left, and then brought the trash can around so we could throw away the exams and do whatever, and I'd read and listen to live streams. I didn't mention proxies or free VPNs, but if you didn't have programs getting passed around your school, you went to a good school, not a hood school. I think the most important thing to learn in school is the value of connections, followed by the value of education, because without it, on the wrong end of the stick, bad things happen and darkness descends. There were plenty of dumb kids to exploit, which was hilarious because where I went, as long as you were relied on for anything, you'd all be best friends. Like, I didn't need to read The Art of Seduction to learn that the majority of people couldn't pour water out of a boot with the instructions on the heel, which doesn't inspire a whole lot of hope in the future of America, but I mean, what else could you possibly do? One memory was us broke boys were big into gambling because cars weren't banned at my school. It kept all the students from being loud and destroying stuff because without it, it's a nightmare that makes me wish my mother had never met my father. These kids don't see enough terrifying things to know what their life is worth, so they don't provide for anyone but themselves, and even that's not enough. You couldn't make it one day without seeing shenanigans. All I could sum it up was, we saw it, we didn't want to be a part of it, and we kept going. In elementary, I was taken out of ALT class to take an IQ test and some other tests for Mensa, so I told her I don't associate with losers, because in the end, nothing you do in school really matters when you could just learn how to navigate the dark web and start credit scamming until you get back on your feet. Like, people act like you gotta start manhandling grizzly bears to crawl your way out of a dodgy crowd. But if you think my school wasn't strict enough, I'll have you know that America has always been about freedom, and maybe you should move to China, commie.